Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well, and welcome to a very special video. This is something a little bit different. It's not a review or anything of that nature. So many people who know me already know that I am a massive fan of Harley Quinn, the character, all the different versions of her. Yeah, being that today is a very special day, being that today is her 30th birthday, the character debuted on the 11th of September 1992 in this right here, the Batman animated series, in an episode called Joker's Favor, where she was voiced by Arlene Sorkin, and initially she was just written in as a character who was meant to be the Joker's girlfriend, which she was at first, but then, the popularity of the character grew. She was slotted into more and more episodes. She, became sort of a partner to Poison Ivy. And then, since then, her character debuted in, solo comics and became a much, much bigger thing, of course, with the film versions with Margot Robbie, and now with her own animated TV show. The character is freaking huge, and that was something that no one really ever expected back in the day. But yeah, I've been a fan since the early 90s. I don't know, there's something about the design of the character. I thought she just looked really cool. I liked her attitude. I liked her humor. Since then, I would honestly say that the character is my number one most favorite character in pop culture, in literature, movies, etc. I could probably spend half an hour talking about why, but in a nutshell, I love characters that fall into a gray area, she started off as a villainous character, but she's more of an anti-hero now, and I love that, she's a good person that was led in the wrong way, and, she's that sort of in between, that gray area, because, even, as much as we try to be good people, sometimes we do shit things, or we have, weird thoughts, or, and I really like that, and she just epitomizes to me that neutrality in a character. So, I was really drawn to her, and watching the character develop over the years, I have just loved where she's gone, and now the animated TV show, which we're on season 3 now, I just think is absolutely fantastic. It is such an underrated show. I've shown it to so many people who aren't a fan of the character, and even they've been like, holy crap, this is so funny, and it's deep, it's emotional, it's just a great, great show. In terms of a comic series, that's still going on, and there was actually, one of the best ways to describe why I love the character. There was a very famous storyline from, I think it was around 2016 or so, where essentially Harley had a choice between getting millions of dollars or saving a kid's eyesight, this little girl. And I'll never forget, you're kind of thinking that, she's going to do the right thing. And then, at the end of the comic, the kid's walking along with a white cane, and it's like, wow, she took the money over saving this kid's eyesight. And, who knows? I'd like to say that I would save the kid, but, with millions of dollars, so, that's the thing. The character just plays on that gray area, that, shady area of morality. And, so anyway, over the last couple of years, I started off collecting a little bit of Harley stuff, back in the 90s, early 2000s, but it wasn't till the animated show came out that I really got into the character. It sort of unlocked my absolute love of the character and everything to do with her. So I've been putting together, a rather sizable Harley Quinn collection. So I thought, to celebrate the 30th birthday of my favorite character, I thought I'd take you for a tour of my Harley Quinn collection. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so when you walk into my house, the first thing you see is this centerpiece here, which is my Harley Quinn cabinet. So yeah, let's kind of, I guess we'll go from the top and work our way down. So the print up there, the lithograph, that is a Harley Quinn Poison Ivy print that I got from the Warner Brothers store when it was here on the Gold Coast. Oh boy, what you would have probably been the late 90s, I'm thinking, and I think it's worth quite a bit now. I'm not 100% sure. On the top here, we've got, there's a statue here that I picked up, found it on the Facebook Marketplace, which I really love, and that was a 25th anniversary thing for Joker's Favor for her first appearance, so I would say that statue is now 5 years old. Over here I have a really cool Jack-in-the-Box that actually does work. I'm not going to do it because I've only got one hand, but yeah, anyway, yeah, so fully working. All right, so on the top shelf of the cabinet, I have got my 3 Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Hot Toys figures. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Hot Toys, these are absolute premium figures, which you can tell from the face sculpts and stuff, which is going blurry. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, they're worth quite a bit of money, like hundreds of dollars each, except for this one here. The traditional Suicide Squad costume. Wow, why does my camera keep doing that? That one I had to pay a little bit more for because it had gone out of production, and yeah, it was rather expensive. I'm not going to go into how much, but sheesh. But anyway, you know, and when you're a collector and stuff, you got to have these things. Yeah, so I really like them. And in the background there is a hand-painted Margot Robbie portrait. It's a shame the pole's in the way, which was done by my friend Karen, who is the greatest artist that I know of in the entire world, and also a very, very, very good friend. You can find a link to her website actually in the description box below, because she did my profile pic for my channel. And yeah, I've got a link down there for her. Down here, we've got like a bit of a Birds of Prey thing happening. Once again, Hot Toys figures. We've got, yeah, the 2 that have been released from that film, which, yeah, I really love. This one, the caution tape jacket, you can actually turn it into the police station shootout version, which I like the idea of. It comes with all the accessories to do so, but I don't know, it's just the caution tape jacket, I really love it. It's just such a cool look. And of course it comes with the bacon and egg sandwich, so yeah, which I'm a big fan of. I've got a little Q-Posket version of the gold jumpsuit Harley there. And behind that I have got a film cell and like a miniature autographed poster that my good friend Trivial Theatre sent me, who is a fellow YouTuber, and she gives the most amazing presents that you could ever imagine. So yeah, I was very, very grateful for that. That's, yeah, just a cool little backdrop for my Birds of Prey stuff. Down here, we've just got kind of a mixed bag of stuff. I've got 3 of the red, white, and black, or red, black, and white statues. I'd like to get more, but they're a little bit pricey, so, you know, got to kind of hold off on those. But I do have this one because this one is my favorite Harley Quinn costume, the Rebirth costume. So yeah, I do like that one a lot. In the back there, I've got a statue that was based on a Frank Cho cover. I think it was a cover or just a picture. I can't remember. Yeah, I really, really like that statue. Frank Cho's work is absolutely amazing. That one there is, I don't actually really know. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic Harley. Yeah, I don't know. I just really dug the look of it. It was something a bit different. And that back there is a portrait, a hand-drawn portrait that a friend of mine, Leah, got me for Christmas at one point, which I was very, very happy about. Which, yeah, I just thought kind of looks good back there. I like to have little backdrops. And down the bottom. Okay, so this here is the very first Harley Quinn thing I ever bought. There was a series of these made by Warner Brothers of various animated series characters. And yeah, I got the Harley Quinn one at the time. I think this was in the, oh God, I don't know, mid-90s I think I got it. So yeah, it's just a very small little Harley Quinn inside a box kind of, or a cylinder. Actually, if I do that, you can see it better. There you go. Yeah, so I've got that. There's another little figurine back there on a magnetic base. I don't know, that one and that one. And then we've got this statue in the middle here, which I think the title of it was Waiting for Mr. J, which, yeah, I absolutely love this statue. It weighs a freaking ton, which is why I've got to put it at the bottom of the cabinet, because, yeah, I can't put it on any of the glass shelves because, yeah, smashy smash will happen. But, yeah, I really, really love that statue. And in the background there, I've actually got on display the very first ever issue of Harley Quinn. That is a first edition, which, yeah, I've not ever had it, like, graded or anything. It costs too much to get comics graded, and I don't really care. So, but yeah, I just thought it'd be a pretty cool little backdrop, especially because this section here is all about the classic look Harley. So, yeah, I thought that made sense to have that there. So that is the inside of that cabinet. As far as random things I've got lying around, I do have this pretty cool bag that was given to me that, yeah, I'm quite fond of, but I don't know, I just kind of keep that there for, I don't know, it'll come in handy one day. Over this side, I have the replica baseball bat from Suicide Squad, which is one of my most favorite pieces that I own. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a complete replica of the one from the film, and one day I would love to get Margot Robbie to sign it. I think I've got an unboxing video on my channel somewhere, so yeah, that's there. And this mallet as well, which weighs an absolute ton. So yeah, I don't know, I just kind of keep them there at the side because they don't really have anywhere else to live. And yeah, pretty soon, wish I could have done this video in a few days, because funny story about the yeah, the top of the cabinet there. So I used to have a statue that lived up there by Sideshow Collectibles. It was called the Harley Quinn Hell on Wheels statue. Now, I shelled out about $1,000 for that thing, and it was the most beautiful statue I've ever seen. And like, not just Harley Quinn related stuff, it is just gorgeous. As soon as I saw it, I absolutely fell in love with it, had to have it. So that was living on top of the cabinet here until earlier this year when I had a really big birthday party. I got a little bit drunk and yeah, well look, okay, I got so drunk that I fell into my cabinet. The cabinet started going sideways. The statue came off, and this is what it looks like now. And it has looked like that since February, and I was absolutely devastated. I mean, that statue meant the world to me, and I just loved it so much. Anyway, the past few months I have actually been paying off a replacement, which is going to be shipped in 2 days' time. It's yeah, so it's going to be here within the next couple of weeks. Alright, so over here I've got another collection of stuff which is on top of this desk that I'm going to be getting rid of soon. So all this stuff is probably going to be relocated elsewhere. I don't know where. I don't have a hell of a lot of room for anything, but yeah, we'll figure it out. So let's just go through everything. So over here, I can't remember the brand, but this action figure here is really, really cool. It was actually a bit expensive. It's a Japanese figure. And it is super, super posable. I mean, like, every joint moves. It's, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Actually, I think a hammer was supposed to be up a bit, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This one, I've got another Q posket. Yeah, just, I don't know, really kind of dug the look of that one. Moving along, I've got the Harley's Corvette with a little Harley metal figurine that, yeah, again, just something different. These two little figurines. They kind of go together, and they come with like little speech balloons that you can actually put your own stuff in there, what you want to write, but whatever. That's a statue that I got, which, yeah, was kind of at a time where I was sort of thinking, you know what? I've probably got a lot of stuff based on Margot Robbie's look from Suicide Squad, so I should start collecting other things. So yeah, such as this one, which is a pajama party Harley, which, holding like a Nerf gun and stuff, and yeah, I actually really dig, I don't know if I can turn it around without things collapsing, but hang on a second, let me just get her around, because I really love the fact that like she's got like a bunny-eared suit, but also the pajama bottoms are coming open with little Batman underwear on there. This one here is actually was quite a surprise. I got this on, I think it was Wish, and I think I got it for about $12 or something, and it's actually a pretty decent little statue. It's actually got like real material on the legs for the fishnets and stuff. It's yeah, I was actually quite surprised with the quality of this for the price. Like, yeah. So anyway, that lives up there. I've got one of these little things. I can't remember what they're called, but who cares? There's a deceased statue from the fairly recent comic series where, had a zombie theme to it. There's a little squishy Harley Quinn, which I think I've actually got, there's one still in its bag. I think it was a McDonald's. Yeah, it was a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I've got, there's a, I mean, you can't really have Harley Quinn without Poison Ivy, so I did get the Poison Ivy pop vinyl, the Earth Day celebration one that came with like a comic book cover in the background stuff there. I just sort of thought it was pretty cool having an Ivy, pop vinyl in amongst everything. And I got Harley sitting on top, of course, because she's like, get your hands off, that's my damn girlfriend. So, yeah, I have, oh God, what is it, 30, I've lost count now, it's 31 or 32 pop vinyls, which is kind of weird being that I actually sort of hate pop vinyls. I don't know, I just find them kind of weird and useless, but I started collecting Harley Quinn ones and, well, yeah, just couldn't really stop, and now I've got most of them. I'm trying to avoid variants as much as possible, which of course doesn't really explain why I have 3 of the bombshell versions, but there's a story behind everything. I don't think I have anything all that special. I did, the only one that was kind of valuable was this Suicide Squad Dr. Harleen one, which I used to see them on eBay for like $300 or so, and I managed to get this one for way less than that. I think it was, maybe around 100 or so, and so I got like a hard plastic case to put in and everything, but I had a look recently on eBay and they're actually going pretty cheap again, like, yeah, so a lot cheaper than what I paid for it, so I don't know if that's valuable anymore, but I don't really care. And then on top of there's a diamond art picture that my friend Leah got me, along with that picture that was in the cabinet that I showed you guys, which, I'm really, really fond of that. It's actually, she of course did it herself, putting each little piece in one at a time. So, it's very, very special to me. So I've gathered a few pieces of Harley Quinn art, a couple of them from my friend Karen, who I was mentioning before, who is my favorite artist. This one here was one that she did for me a while back, based on Margot Robbie's Suicide Squad look, but at the time I got it printed out, I didn't realize how big an A0 piece of poster paper was, so this thing is absolutely freaking huge. But this one here is my favorite of all the ones she's done for me. There was one night she was asking for some inspiration for a picture to do, and I suggested something along the lines of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy and their relationship, and I was expecting something kind of cartoony, and yeah, she ended up doing this piece, which is this dark, deep, like, I don't know, atmospheric picture that I just absolutely love so, so much. This is my favorite piece of art that I own, I think. So, I was extremely grateful that she did this one for me, and yeah, I love it. And I got this cool little poster print that my friend Trivial Theatre had sent to me for a Christmas present. Yeah, based on Harley and Joker from Suicide Squad, and yeah, I popped that in a frame straight away. I really, really love this little piece. And now it is on to my t-shirt collection, because I'm one of these people that if I'm a fan of something, I have to wear it upon myself. Starting with this one, which was a design that I found online and thought was really cool, so I got it printed onto a shirt, not realizing that it was actually a Instagram cosplayer who designs her own stickers and stuff, and I kind of stole her design, so yeah, I was a little bit sorry about that, but... this one here, I really like this one. It's, yeah, it's, I don't know, kind of dark and disturbing and kind of weird looking. Yeah, I dug that one. This one here was a, yeah, so this was based on that comic book cover, which had the traditional Joker and Harley, but done as the Suicide Squad versions. I just thought it was a very clever idea doing that. So, yeah, made for a good t-shirt. Then over here, this one is actually my favorite Harley Quinn shirt because it has my favorite costume on it. Yeah, I really, really, really love this shirt. I wear it quite a lot. Yeah, also love that it's a red shirt as opposed to the usual black ones. So that one's pretty cool. This one here is, yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know, it's just her holding up a thing, mugshot. This one I love. This one I found, I think it was on Wish, and it is crazy. So you got like the new animated series Harley, which I love that it had that, the Margot Robbie Birds of Prey design, plus the classic traditional animated one. So that is just a really weird shirt, but yeah, I dig it. I dig all my shirts, but not as much as I dig this one here, which I got in 1998. This was a Poison Ivy Harley Quinn shirt based on their animated series designs, and I love this shirt so much. I'm kind of imagining, because I know shirts grow in value, it's, yeah, possibly worth something now. And of course I have this custom hockey jersey that I had made up a couple of years or so ago, which, yeah, I absolutely love. It is my most favorite wardrobe item, and yeah, I pretty much wear it all the time, because I love it. And it's the only one, so there. So around my house I have 6 life-size cutouts, starting with this one. I think this was the first one that I got, the yeah, Margot Robbie Suicide Squad one, which is next to my TV and very distracting. And this one's really special. This one is a life-size version of the comic panel from the story Mad Love, which was her first origin story that was written, and this was the first time that you kind of see her in the costume in the comic. So yeah, having that turn into a life-size version, yeah, that appealed to me. I have this kind of creepy nurse version from the Batman Arkham Asylum video game, which, yeah, I really dug this one. It just, I don't know, it looks, yeah, a little bit creepy and menacing. So yeah, again, you know, different styles of Harley, so why not? And I also have these 2 Birds of Prey versions. I've got the caution tape jacket version, which yeah, is like quite big and awkward, and yeah, the gold jumpsuit version, which, yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of fond of those. I'll probably keep collecting more life-size Harleys. I do want to get a version of the Suicide Squad whenever I can, just to add to it. So yep, that's those ones. And standing next to my cabinet is my most favorite of all of my life-sized Harley Quinns. This one is yeah, of course, based on the Rebirth costume. I just love that costume so much. I just think that is the perfect Harley Quinn look. And yeah, I really like this life-size one, which I actually got for free because I bought it on eBay, and when it came shipped to me, it had like these plastic straps around the cardboard flat pack, and a couple of them actually dug into this little section here, which you can barely see. No, there you go. Which was actually a lot worse. It was kind of like, you know, a lot more wide open, and I wrote to the people and I said to them, hey, you ruined my Harley, and they gave me my money back. But yeah, I sort of went ahead and sort of patched it up as best as possible, and I mean, you can barely notice it. So yeah, look, I'm totally happy with that if it's free. So there you go. And as for other little Harley bits and pieces that I have around the place, I've got this action figure in amongst some of my favorite female video game characters like Alice from Madness Returns and Chell from Portal. And over near them I've got a Harley Quinn game controller, which can also be used for holding a mobile phone or, yeah, basically whatever you want. Yeah, which I thought was like a odd little sort of a novelty thing. So yeah, she holds my PlayStation controller. On my Star Wars Black Series shelf, yeah, I've got, well, Harley's taken over the Emperor's throne and doesn't really care, and the Emperor's not too happy about it, of course. Look, you know, I'm just a big kid. Yeah, if an action figure fits somewhere weird, I will put it there. Okay, that came out wrong. This one I've got up near my DCEU Blu-rays. It's actually a pretty crap Harley Quinn figure. I don't like it very much, but it was cheap. And I also have this Birds of Prey cup that I really like from the cinema when the movie came out. It's got a little bobblehead Harley on the top of it. And lastly, I do have a couple of books that are pretty cool. One of them I don't actually have with me at the moment. It has been loaned to a friend, but it is a book on the art of Harley Quinn, which, yeah, it just sort of showcases a lot of the comic book art over the years, like from the animated series, you know, up until recent times. So that's a pretty cool book. So that's what it looks like anyway. It's a shame I can't really show you any of it, but it's what happens when you lend stuff to people. And I also have this book here, which, yeah, is my most favorite Harley Quinn comic that has ever been written. This book is utterly gorgeous. The artwork is just incredible. Yeah, but the story itself is so dark and tragic and emotional. It's, yeah, it is a really, really, really good book. So, yeah, if you're ever interested in reading a good Harley Quinn origin story, I can strongly recommend this one. And even the cover is really cool, because if you take off the dust jacket, it's got, like, you know, the sort of Harley Quinn dichotomy. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so there you go. That is my Harley Quinn collection, which I'm sure is going to keep growing over the years. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe in another few years I might do an updated version. Who knows? But I will have the season finale of season 3 of the show is coming out this Thursday. So I probably will do a review of that season because I've done the previous 2 seasons. So, you know, it makes sense. So, yeah, stick around for that one. And in the meantime, thank you very much for sticking around through this video. If you have reached the end, you are clearly a Harley Quinn fan. So good on you. But yeah, what's your favorite version? Let's have a Harley Quinn chat. So yeah, I mean, out of all the different versions, we've got the various cartoons, the comic books, the movies. Yeah, what's your favorite version? Who's your favorite person who's played the character? Yeah, anyway, so yes. Happy birthday to my favorite character, and thank you to everybody who has contributed to my collection. And yeah, until next time, bye for now.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.